Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You may want to sit down for this one, because what's happening in the Bay Area right now isn't just basketball. It's poetry. It's fire. It's legacy in the making. And at the center of this whirlwind, Jimmy Butler. Yes, you heard that right. Playoff Jimmy has landed in Golden State. And he's not just showing up, he's taking over. It all began with a promise. In March, Butler looked straight into the cameras, calm as ever, and said 6 words that would echo across arenas: "When the time comes, I'll show up." Fast forward to today, and Jimmy Butler has not just shown up. He's lit the postseason on fire. In his last 3 games alone, Butler is averaging 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. But numbers only tell half the story. Because what we're witnessing isn't just a statistical marvel. It's a mindset. A man possessed by purpose. A veteran redefining what it means to lead, to anchor, and to elevate. Let's rewind just a bit. Before Butler's arrival, the Golden State Warriors were dancing on the edge of mediocrity. A team once feared for its championship DNA had dropped to below .500. Critics whispered, "The dynasty is over." Fans, cautiously optimistic, kept asking, "Can Steph still do it alone?" And then, it happened. Jimmy Butler, with his grit, grind, and fearless intensity, joined forces with the Splash Brothers. And the NBA shifted. Since his debut in the Bay, the Warriors have posted the 3rd best record in the league. That's not coincidence. That's impact. That's Jimmy. Butler didn't just bring stats, he brought identity. While Steph Curry continues to dazzle with 29 points per game, 6 assists, and those impossible threes that defy physics, Butler brought balance. Defensive tenacity. Mental toughness. And the ability to dominate when Steph takes a breather. Let's talk defense. Jimmy Butler's defensive instincts are nothing short of elite. He reads passing lanes like he's writing the playbook. He rotates faster than the eye can follow. He disrupts, deflects, and devours matchups. And guess who's been standing beside him in those crunch time minutes? Draymond Green. Together, Butler and Green have turned the Warriors' defense into a fortress. Since Jimmy's arrival, Golden State has climbed to number 1 in defensive efficiency. That's right, the same squad that struggled to close out games is now smothering opponents. And Jimmy? He's the engine behind it. In those infamous, non-Steph minutes, historically the Achilles heel of Golden State's offense, Butler has been a revelation. Instead of the offense sputtering, it flourishes. Butler's solo minutes boast a +3 net rating. Better than the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. Let that sink in. When Steph Curry is off the floor, the Warriors are still winning. And it's because Jimmy Butler has become the stabilizer, the anchor. He doesn't just keep them afloat. He pushes them forward. Now, let's look at the offense. It's not flashy dunks or viral crossovers. It's the quiet brilliance of footwork. The surgical patience in the post. The smart angles, the perfect screens, the mid-range daggers that hit like body blows. Butler attacks mismatches like a grandmaster playing chess. Against players like Alperen Sengun, he doesn't just score, he orchestrates. Slow, methodical, lethal. And in the clutch? Ice in his veins. In the final 5 minutes of games within 5 points, Butler is shooting 54%. He creates high-percentage looks with surgical precision, often isolating weaker defenders, drawing contact, and forcing rotations that open up shooters like Moses Moody, who has found his rhythm, averaging 12 points per game over the last 7 outings. And don't forget Brandon Podziemski, Pods, as Dub Nation calls him. The rookie has thrived under the mentorship of Curry and Butler. With increased minutes, he's posting 10 points, 4 assists, and 1.5 steals per game since the All-Star break. His hustle, energy, and willingness to defend have fit perfectly in this new, resurgent Warriors identity. You see, Butler doesn't just dominate, he elevates. And that's the magic. Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler have found something rare in today's NBA, a chemistry built not on ego, but on unselfishness. They share the ball. They read the floor. They trust their teammates. And in that trust, young players blossom. Veterans get sharper. And the Warriors? They become impossible to game plan against. So here's the question everybody's asking: is Jimmy Butler just the sidekick? Just the Robin to Steph's Batman? Let me stop you right there. Because what we're witnessing is a new chapter. A story where sometimes, Robin steps out of the shadow. Sometimes, Robin puts on the cape. Jimmy Butler is not a supporting character. He is the protagonist. He is also Batman. And this isn't just a feel-good story. It's a dangerous one for the rest of the league. Look around the Western Conference. The Nuggets, still deadly, but struggling to contain elite wings. The Thunder, young and brilliant, but lacking playoff experience. The Lakers, trying to find rhythm. The Clippers, battling injuries. And then, there are the Warriors. Battle-tested. Deep. Smart. And now, reinforced by the most focused version of Jimmy Butler we've ever seen. Butler's motivation goes beyond rings. It's about legacy. It's about respect. And it's about doing it his way. This is a player who took the Miami Heat to the finals as an underdog. Who played through injuries. Who never needed super teams to prove he belonged. And now, in the twilight of his prime, he has found a home that matches his intensity. And Golden State has found the piece it didn't even know it needed. A warrior among warriors. As we head deeper into the playoffs, the narrative is shifting fast. Steph is still the heart of the team, make no mistake. But Jimmy Butler? He's the soul. He's the fighter in the foxhole. He's the man who steps up when the lights go brightest. And here's a stat to chew on. In clutch time possessions across the last 6 games, Butler and Curry have combined for a plus 18 rating, outscoring opponents by double digits in final stretches. That's more than chemistry. That's championship DNA. So, what's next? If the Warriors keep this momentum, if Butler continues this two-way dominance, and if Curry remains Curry, then we're not just talking about a playoff run. We're talking about a return to glory. We're talking about the rebirth of a dynasty. And maybe, just maybe, we're looking at the greatest mid-season turnaround in NBA history. So tonight, as fans across the world tune in to see Steph's smooth shot and Jimmy's relentless drive, remember this. It's not just about stats. It's not just about wins. It's about heart. Leadership. And the belief that no matter the odds, you can still rewrite your story. Jimmy Butler believed it. Now, the Warriors do too. And the rest of the league? They're on notice. From underdogs to juggernauts, from whispers of decline to roars of resurgence, the Golden State Warriors are not done. They're just getting started. And with playoff Jimmy in full force, this postseason is about to get real. Stay tuned. Datos to NBA. And here's the key takeaway from the channel: delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.